Hello guys, welcome to the Media YouTube channel. My name is Johnny, and in this video we're going to give you a walkthrough guide to setting up Google Analytics. Now this is not just going to be how you set it up or how you integrate it with something like WordPress. I'm going to show you the first steps we go through when setting up Google Analytics, for example setting up goals or blocking IP addresses, and then some other things you might want to look at when you're inside the system. So stay tuned. Just before we get going, if you like our content or you're loving this video, please feel free to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything that we do. One other thing you may be interested in is we have a free platform called Hub, and you can sign up with the link below, and the first 50 people will get it for free. And in Hub, we have 13 online marketing courses, including a course on Google Analytics. Alright, now let's get on with the video. So the first thing you need to do is, up in the search bar, just put in google.com/analytics. And it takes you to this landing page for Google Analytics, and you can just click Start for free. And it's then going to take you to this screen where you can sign in using one of your Google accounts, or you can use another account, or you can create an account before you get in here. Now you will need to use a Google account to set up this part. So if I click on the Google account that I want, it will take us through to the next stage. Now this is the admin stage where you're going to need to put in your admin details. So we're going to first off start to put in your account name. So this can be the name of your business. And then you can leave all of these ticked and you can click on to next. Now that's the next part you've come to, and I've removed myself from the bottom of the screen just so that you can see a little bit better. So I'm going to put in the property name. That's the name of the website. So we've got Life Changing Energies. Now you can change your time zone, and you can also change your currency here as well. Now this is a really important bit. We need to click Show Advanced Options. Now we need to click Show Advanced Options because Google Analytics is actually updated to Google Analytics 4. And the easiest setup, if you're a beginner, is probably Google Analytics 3. So we're going to click Show Advanced Options. We're going to create a Universal Analytics property. So we're going to click on that one. And this is the key bit. You have to click Create a Universal Analytics property only. So click here. And then you're going to put in your website URL. And notice you can have HTTPS or HTTP. So that's HTTPS. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to copy that part in front of the HTTPS. And I'm going to paste it into there and click Next. Then I've just got to fill in some more information about your business. So select category, select which one you choose here, and then after these you need to read some terms and conditions. Click the tick box, and then I'll see you on the next screen. Okay, now this is the screen you'll come to, and you'll see down here there is some code. Now this code you can put into the website for more advanced, but the more important bit is this tracking code up here, so the tracking ID. If you're not sure how to get to that and you get a bit lost in here, you can go and click on the admin tab there, and then you can go and click into your tracking code, and in your tracking code you'll see the tracking ID there. Now if you've got a site, like for example you've made a site on Wix or any other platform builder, if you have a look through it, you can usually just add it on by putting this tracking code in. Now we're going to show you how to do this using WordPress, and a really easy way to do it using WordPress. So we want to connect it using this site. So this is Life Changing Energies, and we want to see who's coming and going on this site. We're going to go through to our plugins. Now the plugin we want, we're going to scroll down here, we're going to click on plugins, we're going to click on add new. Now the plugin we want is called Monster Insights. So I'm going to search Monster. There you go, Google Analytics for Monster one. So we're going to click Install Now. And then we can click Activate. Okay, so we keep on going down. This is Launch the Wizard. So it's a business website. You may have e-commerce, or it could be a blog, obviously. And we're going to connect Monster Insights. And then you choose which account you're doing it off, and you're going to need to choose the account that is the same one as you're doing for your website. And you can then click Allow. Now for this part, if we click the drop down, this has got all of our site information that link to. So it's got all our information from all of our websites. So for you, it will probably just have the one website if you're just setting up first time. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to select the website that I want. Now another way to check it out is you see the tracking code here. So it's UA183494574-1. That should link up to this one. So 18349, go back to this one, 18349. So we're going to click on all website data from life-changing energies. I agree to, you can untick that one if you wish to as well, unless you want to receive information from them, and you can complete connection. And you can quickly scroll down and you can just click save and continue. At the moment we don't need to upgrade to Pro or anything like that, so again just save and continue. And now we're just going to click skip this step. And then finally finish setup and exit wizard. Okay, so we're now connected with Monster Insights and Google Analytics, and if we head back to Google Analytics we should now be able to see ourselves. Okay, so here's your first lesson. If you want to check that it's all connected up and working, what you need to do is go over to the left here and you'll see a clock. Now the clock is the real time, so in live you can see people who are on your website and what they're doing. So we can click on that. We're going to click on overview. Now as you can see there was one person on the website there, and that was just me testing out a second ago. Now Monster Insights actually blocks you as the admin from appearing on your data, which is really, really good. But one way to test it out, if you load up a incognito page, and if you click into life-changing energies, or the website obviously that you've got, and I'm going to start scrolling through it. Now what you should see on your Google Analytics is that another user has come on your site, and that bar there was us just looking on it. And that one there, you can see 1 minute ago there was a page view there, that was one me testing it out, that was me just then, and that is us on the site right now. Okay, so that's the first bit showing that it's all linked up, and as I said, if you're looking to get back to the tracking code at any point, you can click on the admin tab here, and you can click on the tracking info, and then the tracking code, and then with the tracking code you've got that code there, and that code there, if you've got a site like Wix, that'll be a nice and easy setup and you can just link it in, or if you've got a WordPress website you can just make sure that you scroll down and use the correct one for Monster Insights, and there you've got the tracking code if you need to put that into your website and want a slightly more advanced option. Alright, so that's it all set up. Now I'm going to go through the different things that we do to set up the website. So the next thing we like to do is to make sure we're getting the correct data through. As I said, Monster Insight already blocks your information as the admin, but if anyone else is working on a website or anyone else is looking through it and you don't want their information, you want to firstly block them. So you've got to block their IP address. So to do that you head down to filters and you click on filters. You need to add in a filter. And you filter name, and you can put in your IP address, and then select filter type. You want to exclude traffic from the IP address that are equal to, and in there you want to put the IP address. Now if you're not sure how to find your IP address, you can literally go to computer, make sure you're on your Wi-Fi, and literally Google find my IP address or what's my IP address, and it will show you the IP address, and you've just got to copy and paste it and put it into there. And then you can just hit save. I'm going to hit cancel for the minute because we haven't got one there. And you can put in as many IP addresses as you want there. So if any people are working on your website, you can take it out, and you can take out people's IP addresses to make sure they don't appear on your data, because that can really mess things up, especially at the start if you've got limited traffic. So the next thing you probably want to think about is what are the important events that can happen on the website and how do you track those? So we're going to have a look at life-changing energies to show you what some of the important interactions are, and then I'm going to show you how you can set that up, and that's in a section called goals. So next we're going to head back to the website. Okay, so this is a website here, and let's just go through and have a look at this, and I'm just going to pick one event. So there is a free ebook here, so someone's browsing through the website. I'm thinking, okay, maybe I would like a lead magnet, so I'll have a look at the ebook there. And then they go through to this page and they can download a free ebook, which is very nice. So I'm going to put in my details here. Okay, and now they get sent to this page, which just says thank you, and you can check your emails for your free ebook. Now, this page is a really important one for me because this is the page which we're going to be tracking them from. So the way we set that up is we head back into analytics, we click goals on the right over here, and we're going to enter a new goal. Now this new goal we're going to put in here, so you've got a few options. You can say place an order, make a payment, create an account. You can say inquiry. Now we're going to put a custom goal in here because it's not really any of these, it's downloading a free ebook. So we click continue, and the name for it is, so it's a free ebook. So you can then choose what goal and what set it is in. Now this is our first goal, so we're going to leave it as that. Now we've got here a destination, duration, a pages or event. Now this is, do they visit a page? Is it duration? So how long are they on there? Are they viewing like 3 or more pages, or is it a specific event? Now we'll go to an event in a different video. We're just going to simply call it a destination. So we're going to click continue. Now here is where you put in your web page. Now notice here that you only need the bit that's after the / there instead of the whole lot. So we go back to the thank you page. I don't need that whole lot. I just need the / thank you bit. So I'm going to put copy. I'll go in there and I'm going to paste that in there. And value, if you click on for this, you can add in a monetary value here. Now this can be really useful to think what the actions are worth. So say for example for this client, if it is saying that, okay, we download an ebook and a certain amount of those, let's say out of 100, 3 of them convert, you can figure out what those conversions are worth and then how much each click on it. So you can put that in there. So the next bit we usually set up is the funnel option as well. So you can turn the funnel on. Now what this does is you can put in the steps that users go through, and this is really good because it can show you how many people are moving on to the next phase. So say for example we had this page where people go in and they can get their ebook, and then the next page was the thank you page. So we want to know how many people from here move on to the next page once they get here. So we want to say the first step, and we're going to call this the sign up page. So we're going to call it the ebook sign up page. And the screen, we've got it. We're only going to take this second part again. I just usually leave that as no unless you want to track this specific page, because sometimes it's slightly different in there. Now the next one we're going to put in the thank you page. And then we're going to put in the page that was in there. So I'm going to return to the thank you page and put this one in. So we can copy that in and we can paste that in. So this is saying it's going to show us how many people get onto this page and then how many people convert and go to this page as well. And then once we're done, we can click save. And that free ebook is the first goal that's set up. Now what I'd advise you to do at this stage is to go through every thank you page or every important event on your website where it's related to a page and go through and put those in. So if we head back to the admin screen, so we have used our tracking ID to set up Google Analytics. We've then gone across to our real-time tab over here to make sure Google Analytics is working. We've then gone to our filters to make sure people we're not working on a project won't turn up by blocking our IPs. We've then gone to set up the goals. Now, next thing I'm going to show you is what appears in these tabs at the bottom here. Okay. Now, this one is audience, acquisition, and behaviour. Now, because this is only a new one that's just set up, we can't actually see these yet because they won't have any data in. So what I'm going to do now is show you one of our projects that we already have set up that's had a few conversions on it to show you the examples of what these tabs look like and how you can use them. So this is a screen you'd look at your conversions and how many people have converted to that goal. So to find this one, you'd click on conversions, then go to goals, then go to overview. Now, this is a date that I've selected. Now this date is the 24th of August. You can see here we had a few conversions for one of our sites that we set up for a free lead magnet. Now if you click on there, you can select any of these day ranges, so you can choose a date from where and to. But this is just a good example to show you, and you can see exactly when people came on the site and converted. Now I only want to look at one goal, so I want to look at people that have just signed up for our free platform that we had tracking on there. So rather than all goals, I can go down and select Free Hub Uno users. So this is actually people that came just through our YouTube channel that we're just starting to grow at the time. And you can see here that there are a few people that came in through that platform. So we had 4 come through for that day. Now, what you want to see is the funnel visualization to see how people came through that and what they did on your page. So if you click on funnel visualization and then scroll down, so this is our conversion that we had for our funnel. So we had 7 people landing on our registration page and then 4 people getting through to the registration confirmation page. So we had about 57% of users who got through to our free page that decided to go on and go into registration confirmation, and they were 4 free signups. And we had 3 people who got to that registration page but then chose not to go to it. So this is a really nice way of seeing how people are moving through your funnels. Now, you can also see a few other pieces of information. For example, you've got behaviour, acquisition, and your audience. Now, the most common one to use, I would say, is behaviour. Behaviour means how are people acting on your site. So if you click behaviour, you can click overview. And then again, this has still got just the 24th of August range. You can see here, these are the people that came in at the 24th of August and the days they were there. Now you can do page views, percentage exit, average time on the page, bounce rate, page views. So you can see here that the average time on the page, all they spent on it, was 51 seconds. And this one, you can see that the pages they viewed there. So obviously one of these people that came on went on to view a lot of pages. So they obviously came onto our site and they went through and they saw a lot of our content, which is excellent. So you can come through, you can see which pages they visited. So they went to our webinars page, some went on get in touch with us, blogs, registration now for free. Now after behaviour, you might think, where did they come from? Now this is the acquisition tab. So you can click down here and again click on overview. Now this just shows a breakdown of where they came from. Now this can be really useful if you are, especially if you're using a Facebook ads, or you're using Google ads, or you're using something like that. This shows where those people came from. And notice the goal here, it's still the free users only, so one of the goals that we had set up. Now it shows here that 5 came through direct, 5 got through us through organic search, some people clicked on it through an email campaign that we were running. It shows the bounce rate, the duration from new people that came here as well. So this is a really nice breakdown. If you click on different sections, you can get a breakdown of exactly what they did. So you can see here you have 5 people in and 2 of them went through to complete this goal. You can see from these ones it's a 40% conversion rate for that goal, which also shows why acquisition is really important to set up. So the final one we got is the audience tab. So this means the breakdown of your audience. So if you click on overview again for audience, And this shows, again on the 24th, the people that came in. So users who are new users, how many sessions they spent on here, which language they use. So we've got British or from the US. We can also see which country they came from, and even down to which city as well. And this is only a small site, so it only has a small amount of traffic, but this can be a really good way of building up your audience, because you can go down to things such as like demographics, so look at their age, look at their gender, look at things like their interest, look at maybe which browser they came across, what operating system they had, and then if you want to see when people came on your site and what they're doing at exactly that stage, you can click on real time and have a look for the overview. Thanks so much for watching, and I really hope you found this useful. And just to go through some of the key points again in the wrap up. So when you're setting up a property for Google Analytics, there is a new version out called Google Analytics 4. Just make sure you go into the advanced settings and choose the old style Google Analytics. It's a lot easier to set up. And then once you've set it up, you are going to want to use the real-time data to make sure that you are arriving on the website and the tracking's all set up fine. And after that, you're then going to want to filter out some people, block their IP addresses. Following that process, you're going to set up some goals and potentially set up some funnels based on the website. You can then track the goals conversion in the conversions tab, and then you're going to want to look at your audience and what behaviour they're doing on your website using those tabs on the side. And again, feel free to click the link below and have a look at our free learning platform when you can go through and learn all about online marketing. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you next time.